Well, we're so happy to have you on today because wow, this movie is so special. And you, as soon as something like this comes across to you, you must think I have to do this because you have your choice now. But this is like, oh, okay, well, I have to do it, right?
Yeah, there was no choice really. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, oh no, I have to. Like there are two types of fear, right? There's one type of fear that says don't go there because there's a bus about to hit you and you get out of the way of the bus. And then there's another type of fear which is, oh no, I really have to go there. And with this, it was that. It was like, oh, I need to jump off of this, you know, cliff and I need to see where I land. And in terms Hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm Jonathan Larson. I am 29 years old. I work at the Moondance Diner.
Check.
One sec. Do we take reservations? No, we do not take. We're a diner. I have an original rock musical
Hey, boy genius.
that I have spent the last 8 years of my life writing. And in terms of, I've never sung before, I never played piano, and it was kind of a big voyage of discovery of that skill set, but also, the task of honoring John Larson, this kind of legendary figure of the theater that means so much to so many people, and knowing that his life has so much wisdom in it for us to learn from. And I thought, oh, this is a great responsibility, and I'm really kind of grateful that I got to take part.
hmm Well, this is a love letter to Broadway musicals and those that create them. And I gotta know, when did the theater bug hit you?
It hit me when I was 16. I was taken by a mentor, drama teacher at my high school. And I was just starting to, flirt with the idea of acting just for fun. And he took me to a show called Mnemonic, which is by a very esoteric theater company called Théâtre de Complicité, led by Simon McBurney out of Europe. And it was total theater. It was this devised, pure imagination. And I felt like the walls of perception just dissolved and my brain exploded. And I thought, oh, I've got to hang out with these people. I've got to be with these creative lunatics making up story and changing people's lives, because my life was changed that night by what they presented on that stage. And so yeah, it was just off to the races from there. And then I was introduced to Arthur Miller and the work of Shakespeare and Marlowe and Eugene O'Neill and Tennessee Williams and all the great playwrights past, present, and future. And then suddenly I was like, oh no, I want to live in story. I want to live in story that means something, that has a kind of alchemical, psychoactive kind of quality that can change people cellularly, that can wake people up to their own lives. And then suddenly here we are talking about John Larson. So I'm so grateful for the path that I've managed to be on.
Yeah, and of course the title refers to the pressure that the artists feel, and every one of us has felt it. And I know so many people can relate to this movie. And on Down to Business, we talk about that kind of the success mindset you have to have, even if you're not feeling it or you're doubting yourself. And what is it that you've kept in mind that's kind of kept you on the right path?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a good question. I think that's one of the things that the film addresses is this isn't a film about success. This is a film about failure. Like how do you live with failure? And how do you get back into the rehearsal room? How do you pick up the guitar again? How do you sit back down at the piano after people have told you to stop, ostensibly or subliminally told you, give up, kid? That is the question. And I go through it every project I do. There's a moment where I'm like, I want to throw myself in the River Thames. I want to break a leg so I don't have to go back into rehearsal and keep humiliating myself. I'm not cut out for this. I'm too sensitive. I'm not talented enough. For me, I just have to accept that as part of my process because it's not going anywhere. Like you can't extricate doubt. There is no faith without doubt. It's actually the thing that makes it more meaningful. It's the thing that can spur you on and can be used as a tailwind to make you work harder. So for me, I've had to make it a friend, because there's really no getting away from it. There's always going to be a voice, external or internal, saying, are you sure that you think you got what it takes? So I think that's just part of the course. and it's there to keep your instruments sharpened in a way. And because without that, you'd get complacent and you think, I'm God's gift. I haven't got to do any work. And then suddenly you're not reaching towards anything profound, anything divine. And I think it's that yearning, that never getting there, that actually keeps us alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well, thank you so much for making this film, and it's a beautiful film and perfect timing for award season because we've all loved it, and we look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
Likewise. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
Thank you. See you soon.
He's getting out. You're going to be rich and famous.
And rewriting.
Did you crack it yet?
Oh, I'm getting so close. And rewriting.
Can I hear it?
Any day now.
8 years!
And the time keeps ticking. Tick, tick.
You need to ask, are you letting yourself be led by fear or by love?
Fear. 100% fear.
I don't know what the show is.
Why do we play with fire?
What if the workshop happens and nothing changes? What then, Jonathan?
Maybe I'm just wasting my time.
Do you know how many Jonathan Larsons there are? 1.
Why should we blaze a trail?
There's not enough time. I went to 3 friends' funerals last year, and nobody is doing enough. I'm not doing enough.
Try writing about what you know.
What does it take to wake up a generation?
It would be a tragedy to give up what you have.
Take off and fly. Fear or love, baby.